Easter eggs are, secrets. Stuff you're not generally going to find, but at the same time, sometimes it's kind of a little joke on the person who's finding it. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on gameranx, 10 Easter eggs that trolled us big time. Starting off at number 10, it's Visage the shotgun. Amnesia, The Dark Descent, Outlast, and Visage. These are all horror games where you're totally helpless in a fight. If you're caught, you die. There are no weapons to save you, or is there? Could there be weapons in Visage? Yes. There's one weapon hidden in the second chapter of the game, the Dolores chapter. To get a weapon, you need to grab a cross off the wall and use it to get over some broken floorboards. Not as intuitive as it sounds. But if you pull it off, you get a shiny new Spaz 12 for your trouble, which is the perfect weapon for cleaning out any pesky ghosts that get up in your business. Right? Look at it. This game really luxuriates in showing you this shotgun. It's like friggin' QVC. The ridges, the action. Hell yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Yeah, trying to shoot this thing, they're messing with us. They're messing with us hard. Little bang flag comes out. Total joke weapon. Doesn't do anything at all. It's literally just there to get the player's hopes up. I mean, there was pretty much no way the game would suddenly let you cut loose with a shotgun, obviously. But it's hard not to get your hopes up when you see this thing, no matter how implausible it actually is. It's fun because they get your hopes up and then immediately send you crashing back down to the earth. It's one of the most brutal trolls I've ever seen in a game. I mean, you can't just act like you're giving somebody a shotgun in what I'll call here an amnesia-like, where there are no weapons. Like, that's kind of the highest video game crime. Visage does not care, though. The game and the developers want to laugh at you. And number 9, another Crab's treasure, the QR code. Video game devs love to hide little Easter eggs and secrets in QR codes. A lot of the times, these things are at least somewhat hidden, but this crab-themed Souls-like, which, by the way, best phrase I ever heard. Also, it's a good game. I don't know if you've played it, but it's actually good. But yeah, it makes sense that they would have them all over the place. So much of this game's world is full of shipping boxes, cereal boxes, all kinds of stuff that would normally have QR codes on them, right? Well, an intrepid Easter egg hunter would be inclined to try scanning them. Maybe they've got some of that deep lore all the Souls heads go crazy about, right? Well, instead of learning about the exaltation of Crabfather or whatever, these QR codes they're a little more trollish. Scanning any of them in the game gets you a YouTube video called "You Got Coconut Mauled."
You just got coconut mauled. Share this with all your friends to totally coconut maul them.
It's the new, somehow cringier version of Rickrolling, best appreciated by only the most degenerate irony enjoyer. You feel like a fool for even bothering to scan the QR code. The strange thing about Another Crab's Treasure is that on the surface, looks like a cute little kid game, but it's got a kind of dark and cynical heart to it. And this joke at the player's expense is one of your first clues to figuring that out.
The grove was long, Master Knave.
And number 8 is the Talos Principle 2's Treasure Easter egg. Crow Team, the guys behind Serious Sam and the Talos Principle games, love to sneak in dumb little secrets everywhere they can. From coconuts bonking you on the head to boxing gloves that punch you when you look down, these guys were born trolls. They just can't get enough of it either because these dumb jokes are everywhere for players who are patient enough to look for them. Here's a perfect example. On World West 1, there's a random treasure chest just sitting around. In a completely different section of the map, you'll find a gold key, which is pretty much impossible to find without a guide. So, maybe a better wording for what I just said is, it's possible you could find the gold key. But flim-flamming around with language aside, what other use is there for a key but opening a lock? And the chest is locked. Gotta be something good in there, right? Well, sort of. Crack the chest open. It's full of gold. Awesome, right? Wait, but this is the Talos Principle where you don't have money, so there's nothing to spend it on. You can still take it, though, and it just makes you move real slow. Your reward for opening this secret chest is, being burdened. Crow Team, you beautiful bastards, you've done it again. I've wasted my time, and I regret doing this. Hope you're happy. And number 7 is Bears in Space, the Deepest Truth. So there are secrets all over the place in this game. When you're not fighting enemies, you're either looking for secrets or spending time in secrets, because that's where like half the joke content comes from. Most of these things pretty surprisingly elaborate, actually. Not all of them are created equal, though. Some just feel like they're designed to waste your time. This one in particular just feels like a joke on the player. So you're swinging through the level, your secret nearby sensor goes off, so you land on this elevated shack. There's a robot dressed as an old man. He's like, "There's no secret here. I'm a robot. Beep boop." By the way, if you're questioning this, just go along with it. That's the game. It's Bears in Space. It's High on Life plus. Anyway.
I bet you thought there'd be a secret here. Well, you're wrong. Unless you're thinking of the old tale of the old secret truth. But that's just a myth, as ancient as these waters. Although it was never...
He starts talking like there's some kind of super secret deepest truth, and hey, sometimes these things hide extra weapons or permanent upgrades, so something like that could be pretty good, right? I notice I keep asking right after a lot of things in this one. This guy rambles for a while, being intentionally annoying before revealing that he just has a safe containing the deepest truth, and there's gotta be something good in there, right? Right? Right. Wrong. It's just a note that says, I hate secrets. Look at this. Come on. The feeling is mutual, game. And number 6 is Fallout 3's Special Door, a classic from Fallout 3. The northwest corner of the map has this big satellite array. It's this large structure that towers over the wasteland, so of course it is going to draw your attention. Most of the structure can be explored, but nearby there's a door that's coming out of the side of the mountain. Does it lead to a new area? A secret or something? It's totally unmarked, so who knows what's hiding behind the door, right? So you open it and it's a concrete wall that says... That's it. That's all you're getting. Honestly, it's kind of the most simplified version of the secret troll. There is actually a story behind it, though. According to the Fallout Wiki, this area was added really late in the development, and they only just realized there was a door that goes nowhere last minute. They had to find a way to finish the area fast. So one designer came up with, well, I guess let's call this a simple solution. It's effective. I have to give it that. At number 5 is Castlevania Symphony of the Night's Secret Boots. So you're exploring the underground caverns in Symphony of the Night, and you travel to the top of a waterfall. Any seasoned secret hunter knows that a waterfall is a definite place to check. There's always things behind waterfalls, so you hug the wall, and what do you find? The intriguingly named Secret Boots. They gotta be good, right? They got secret right there in the name. But you know what this list is already, so why drag it out? Of course there's something secretly bad here. Instead of giving you a useful stat boost, or like the power to walk on water or something, I don't know. They do something else. They raise Alucard's height by 1 pixel, so he's a pixel taller than he used to be. That's what these boots do, and they do nothing else. It's almost more of a troll that they do something that useless. Like, if they did nothing, it would almost seem like, all right, whatever, okay, it's kind of a joke. But having it have a function so unfunctional, like utterly inconsequential for the majority of players. Apparently, some people do use them for sequence breaking, but for somebody like me who is playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night because it's a game, they might as well be worthless. And number 4 is Mario and Luigi Dream Team, Game Over. Ominous and vague, yes, but allow me to explain. Isn't it strange that Mario has not just 1, not 2, but 3 separate RPG series? Now, the Mario and Luigi games are especially weird. They have all these bizarre twists and turns. Like this, for example, while exploring an area called Mount Pajmaja. Normally, I would apologize if that's not saying it right, but I don't think anyone knows how to say that word. So, no apologies. Ha! Anyway, there's a fountain in Mount Pajmaja, and you can drink from it. Every RPG has trained us to understand the babbling brook, or little water source, You drink it, it's a healing spot, right? So many RPGs do it, there's no question in your mind. This game, however, well, it does something a little different. Instead of restoring your HP, the screen changes and a wall of text appears to explain that basically you're trapped in a dream now. There's no escape, game over. If you're playing this game for the first time, it's fairly likely that when you reach this spot, you haven't saved for a while. It's a long area, and the game over screen may cause panic. It is one of the most merciful trolls on the list, though. You don't actually get a game over. Toad comes by and wakes the brothers up, but still, that's a pretty unexpected trick in a Mario game of all things. Like I said, the Mario and Luigi games, they're weird. Moving on to number 3, it's High on Life, the game that I think kind of opened the door for bears in space, which I'm quite thankful for. This game loves to point and laugh at the player. It's a comedy game, so obviously, humor at the player's expense is expected. This game will go a long way in that direction. Probably the most dickish trick they reserve for Easter egg hunters, though. They're the only ones deranged enough to try and sit through a real-world hour just to see if something happens during Douglas's training. This is the part where the guy tells you to wait.
Now get ready for exercise 2. It starts in 1 hour. That's right, you have to wait a full hour. We're testing your resolve, so just stand there patiently and wait. Then this door will open and you can continue.
I look like waiting a whole nother hour. There's gotta be a way we can skip all this part.
And obviously anybody who's playing the game normally is going to look around and try to find an alternate route, which is not hard to find. But for players who want to see what happens if they actually wait for an hour, well, prepare to be disappointed. Kenny, your talking gun, makes fun of you for waiting.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, you just wait around to spite me. I see what you're doing. That's very mature of you. Okay, all right, whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah, You respect me that little that you're gonna sit here and waste my time? My precious time? And you're gonna sit here? Okay, I feel you. You do you, okay? Because I'm gonna do me. I tell you that much.
And eventually Douglas, the guy on the screen, also makes fun of you.
You're really proving your endurance. Just keep sitting here waiting. That's the only thing you can do here. No other options.
They basically say you wasted your time, but at least the door is going to open, right? It finally does start to open and breaks down. So you get nothing.
Okay, good work. You waited an hour. Whoop-de-doo. Congratulations on having resolve. We are so proud of you for being able to wait and do nothing for an hour. Just sit on your ass for 60 minutes? What an achievement. Kudos to you. Hope you felt like that was worth your time. Hope you and your ass got some enjoyment out of that. Anyway, here we go. Door opening now. Hello again. If you're seeing this video, it means the door got stuck. So we're sending a guy to fix it. He'll be there in a week or whatever, when he's available. Just sit tight. There's enough air in there, I promise. But there isn't enough food. So enjoy starving to death. Here's some TV in the meantime.
You still have to go take the alternate route. So the only thing that's been accomplished is an hour of your time is gone. Like your actual life. Not like an in-game hour. An hour of your life. Wasted. Moving on to number 2, Infernac, the Castlevania 2 Easter egg. Remember how incomprehensible Castlevania 2 was? Or if you are not as old as me and actually played it on the NES, do you remember the angry video game nerd complaining about it? Or something like that. A lot of people have talked about it. One of the most infamous secrets was when you had to crouch against a wall for a few seconds and wait for a tornado to appear and take you to the next area. No, there is no explanation for it. It is as random as it sounds. That said, it was memorable, at least. Infernax is a retro throwback game that takes a lot of inspiration from Castlevania 2. So when you enter a screen that looks suspiciously familiar, the Easter egg hunter's instinct is to crouch next to the wall and see what happens. And there it is. Just like in Castlevania 2, a tornado appears to take you away. Did you unlock a new area? Is it going to give you a bunch of gold or a new power-up or something? No, it carries you up into the sky, and a cutscene shows you that the force of the wind is such that it makes your character explode into blood and bones. Which is, I mean, that's pretty classic. I like that. These guys knew players would recognize the reference, and they used that knowledge to mercilessly troll everyone who tried it. At number 1 is Lunacid, the Mimic Chest Room. Even at their most dickish, usually a Souls game will give you something for finding a secret. Not always the best thing, and maybe sometimes the difficulty outweighs the actual value of the item, but you get something, right? So there's always an incentive to find secrets, no matter how obscure they are. If you play these games, you're looking for secrets. It's instinct at this point. This game weaponizes that, takes advantage of your inquisitive nature as a player of a Souls-like, and creates one of the most dickish secrets I've ever seen. What I'm talking about is this late game area called the Boiling Grotto. Random room, and there's a false wall. It opens up to reveal a treasure chest. Awesome, right? What did I get? Oh, a face full of Mimic. That can't be it, right? Well, it actually isn't. We are actually correct this time. There is another false wall, and it's another Mimic. Thanks, game. All right, that's it, right? They can't possibly do this a third time. We're ready to get real, right? So there is yet another false wall, and there is a chest, and it's not a Mimic. So you're like, okay, all right. I've been rewarded. What am I rewarded with? Oh, ashes. A completely worthless item. Ashes. The charred remains of something. Okay, fine. Now you go back. There's no more false walls. Oh, hey, what's this? Finally, a reward. A new chest that appeared in the original room. I knew there was something. I knew it. Oh, it's another Mimic. And does it drop anything? Oh, no. This is all just a complete waste of time. Whoever made this game, honestly, as they were making this, if it was one guy alone, he was laughing alone in a room for like 3 days. If it was more than one person, this was a week. Every day adding another horrible thing and just being like, oh, they're going to think that this is the reward. And it's not. It's possibly the biggest troll I have ever seen in a game like this. Whoever made this room is a real asshole, and I love them for it. And that's all for today. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week, and the best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription, so click subscribe. As always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter @FalconTheHero. We'll see you next time right here on GameRanx.